Hello there, my name's Bowser, and this is a wargame creation.
Hello and welcome to another video tutorial from Bowser's Creation. This time we're looking at a blacksmith's workshop, I suppose. You can see I've already started it here, so I thought it would be a good idea to finish the construction on film, employ some of those techniques you might want to use in your own buildings. But essentially it's a foam core construction using those coffee stirrers that you get free from Starbucks and Nero's and the like. And I've just snipped those to size and glued them onto a foam core base. I've put a roof on and began tiling that, and I also removed the existing chimney breast that was made out of polystyrene there, because I don't like working with polystyrene anymore since I got introduced to insulation foam, the blue foam or pink foam as it's also known. It's far better to work with, so since my last construction I love this stuff. It's great to work with. It is a bit expensive, but it's definitely worth it. You can do so much more with it. You can see I've just recreated the chimney breast template, and I've cut it out and glued it to the side of the building. So now we've got the kind of an integrated looking chimney breast that forms part of the construction. I've cut out a nook in the tiled roof and popped it in there. And I've carved out I guess a fireplace where the blacksmith would be hard at work. Added a little plastic tube chimney pot and finished tiling it. So as usual, probably the longest part of the creation, cutting out all the tiles at a nice wonky angle and gluing them to the top of the construction. I'm now going to go ahead and start engraving the chimney breast with stone blocks, you can see here, to give it that nice rustic look, and works really nicely with a pencil doing that, and I've glued it onto the side there. I've added a bit of detailing around the front and the back, just some props and a nice little fireplace out of gravel and grit. That's going to form the fireplace, and some plastic weapons from a Warhammer sprue. So now the construction is largely complete. I'm going to go ahead and start covering it in a mix of, I don't know what I'd call it, pap, made from polyfiller and PVA. It's a fine grit version, so you get a nice texture which I'll cover the entire building with. Essentially I've covered it all with this gritty stuff. It just forms a nice texture and a nice surface to give something a little bit of a rougher edge for when you're dry brushing. It really picks out the details. Also secures and stops things from getting dented. It's almost like a plaster by the end. Gap filler, that's what it's called. That's what I was struggling to find the word for. So I've covered that, given it a nice spray in Chaos Black with the airbrush. A couple of nice thin coats so you don't lose the detail. And then all that remains is to go ahead and paint it. I might do a separate video on painting, but let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that. Here you can see the finished article with a bit of flock and static grass, nice fire effects on the chimney breast, and a nice rustic looking barn door on the other side. Pretty happy with it. Hope you are too.